Today in this video, I'm going to break some myths, some misconceptions of healthy lifestyle. Because many people who wants to implement healthy lifestyle, they start implementing or following certain things which are not helping them, and because of that, they lose hope of living a healthy life. And same thing was happening with me also. And maybe if you are watching this video, it is happening with you also. You are struggling to implement healthy lifestyle in your life. And that is happening because of these myths and these misconceptions. So let's begin. The first one is, when people start want to follow healthy lifestyle, they start following some hi-fi diets, which is not feasible. Because in those diets, you need to completely change your food, the food which you have been eating for many years throughout your life. They will ask you to completely change your food, which is not feasible and which is also not required actually. Especially in India, the traditional food which we have been eating, it is more or less a healthy food. It's only requires some mistakes which we are making into that. By making those small changes, we can eat healthy. There is no need to completely change your food. So that is one misconception which people follow. And after a few days, they are not able to continue with that because it's not feasible. Then the second is unsustainable workouts. Someone will ask you to go to the gym and do workout for 1 or 2 hours, but you are not a bodybuilder. You don't want to build those big muscles. You just want to live a healthy life. And for that, you don't need to do those extreme workouts for 1 hour, 2 hours. And it's not about just gym or workouts. It's about being physically active, which you can do in many different ways. By playing some sports, by doing some yoga, by dancing. There are so many different ways you can do that. It's all about being physically active. And whatever is of your interest, try doing that, because that you will be able to continue for a long time. The next thing is compromising on tasty food. There is this myth that healthy food is not tasty, but it's not like that. There are many ways you can make healthy food tasty also. There are so many different varieties of food items which are available in India, in our traditional food. So this is also one myth which many people end up with. Then the next thing is, many times you start fighting with yourself for your own good health, which is also not required. And that is happening because you are not following healthy lifestyle the right way. So there are many concepts, there have been many studies in habit science, and using those concepts, you can align your actions, the changes which you want to make in your lifestyle, with the way your mind works, so that you don't need to fight with yourself for your own good health. You can align that, so that that fight you can avoid, and that frustration you can avoid which comes out of that. Then the next is using supplements. So actually, to live a healthy life, you don't need to use supplements. Most of the things you can cover from the food itself. Most of the nutritions we can take from food itself, because we have so much of variety of foods in the way we eat our traditional food. So you don't actually need to use any supplements. Then the next thing is completely changing your lifestyle, taking some concepts from different countries which are not uh, the way we have been living our life. And actually, in India, the traditional way of life has been coming from Ayurveda. For thousands of years, people have been following Ayurveda, and which has become a traditional way of life, which is actually a healthy way of living a life. So only we need to make those changes, those small changes, which we have been missing in last few decades. Otherwise, earlier people were living a healthy life. Only in the last few decades, we have been making those mistakes, which we need to avoid. We don't need to completely change our lifestyle because we are living in a different climate. We have been living in a different way. So isn't it a good idea to make small changes rather than completely changing something, making those drastic changes, which ultimately is not sustainable? So these are the some myths which I wanted to break, so that you don't end up losing hope of living a healthy lifestyle, and you can easily live and follow healthy habits in your life. If you are someone who is struggling to implement healthy lifestyle in your life, you can click on the link in the description, and our team will help you with the support. And also, to get more such videos, you can subscribe to this channel. All the best. See you next time.